Hey, everybody, and welcome to the ComaCast. We thank you for joining us here for another episode. I'm so glad that you could all be with us. Matt is away this week. He is, again, continuing his studies for nursing school. He has this semester and the spring semester, and then he's done. And so, again, send him all the good wishes on Twitter and on Instagram. Remember, he's on Instagram now. I know it's so crazy. It still blows my mind that he actually got an Instagram. But he did it because of nursing school or something. But we are excited to bring on everyone. I know y'all loved her last time she was on. She was one of your favorites. We are welcoming Bree back to the show. Hello.
Hey,
everyone is so excited. I was going to introduce you. I was going to be like, everyone, the girl who denied my proposal.
Everyone would immediately know who it was. It's me.
It's
me,
her.
Back again.
Come out with my...
Back again.
Podcasting from the Lone Star State in Southern California, you're listening to the Coma Podcast with Cody and Matt.
Okay, how have you been? It's been a while since we have been on a show together. We've chatted a little bit. But it's been the summer, and now it's already the fall. Did you have a fun summer? Did you do a hot girl summer?
It's been a lot. I don't think that we've even had a whole thing since I moved.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like the last podcast I was on, I was still living in Colorado.
Yeah, I believe you were. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
you moved
probably
home.
been I did, yes. I moved back to New England, back to the land of cable knit sweaters.
Well, we are glad that you are joining us here again. As if you don't know it, everybody, me and Bree have been friends for, I don't know, like a long time.
A couple minutes, yeah.
I don't know if we even want to go by years anymore.
We don't.
We had a conversation the other day about time and aging and gray hairs and everything. And this is blonde, everybody. So just throwing that out there. This is purposefully done. Natural. But yeah, so we've known each other for a long time. We met in Orlando, and ever since she couldn't get rid of me.
Yes, that's true.
So we always start off the show with a little foreplay, and today we are going to be talking about the fact, when you were younger, were you ever like attracted, or did you like fall in love with like a cartoon character, or was there a cartoon character that had you have your sexual awakening?
Ooh, that's a fun question.
For me, like, I think one of them would be like Aladdin for me.
Oh yeah.
Like,
just like the open chest,
right? You know, it's such a disappointment when you actually go to Disney World and he's bundled up. Like, what?
Yeah.
But Tarzan, though. Tarzan.
I was really into like Prince Eric.
Okay.
I don't know.
A very proper prince, not just like,
yeah.
I'm over here with Aladdin, and you're like, Prince Eric.
Yeah, he just kind of like did it for me. But I also, I don't know, I was like really obsessed with Meg as a kid.
Okay. Okay.
Or, I mean, people probably aren't even going to get this reference, but do you remember Goofy Movie 2?
No.
You didn't watch a Goofy Movie 2?
Okay, you're going to kill me. I've never even seen a Goofy movie. I know a lot of people also are going to be like, what? Yeah, I haven't seen a Goofy movie.
Wow. Well, you need to look it up right now. But Goofy Movie 2, there's this like weird poetry girl who's like the definition of like just queer. And I don't know, she just became this like gay icon of sorts.
Okay.
And I don't know, I was just obsessed with her. And relatively recently, I went into a box lunch, and there was like a sweater with like a bunch of pictures of her on it. And I was just like, it wasn't just me. Like, I wasn't the only
There
one
is
that
a
was
fan
obsessed
base.
with. Yes, I wasn't the only one obsessed with her.
You know, it's not a cartoon, but if we want to like talk about like growing up, things that we saw on television, was there an actor or a character that we saw? I feel like a character for you that might have been like, oh my God, I'm in love. I might be wrong, but I'm gonna say like a Power Ranger. Were you in love with Power Rangers? Pink Power
Um,
Ranger or the red Power Ranger?
so, I mean, the Pink Power Ranger did really change my life in many ways. I feel like she changed a lot of people's lives, but she got me into gymnastics. She just really shaped my childhood. Um, but I feel like, for most people in our generation, like Casper, are you kidding me? With like Devon Sawa? Like,
Yeah, Devon Sawa. Yeah. And then he
are
went on to
you
do all those Disney Channel movies.
like,
Yeah.
no one knew what to do.
But also, can we talk about Christina Ricci? She continues to do the same. She's
Oh,
not
yeah.
gotten outside of her genre of film,
No,
which is great. She's continued to do her job, and she still looks great. She still looks the same.
still fantastic.
I think there might
Or
be something to that.
100%. Or Hillary Duff for me has been just a constant in my life. I was obsessed with her from Casper Meets Wendy. I mean, really aging myself there. But so I mean, Casper, I guess, has always just really
Casper would
been
have aged you even more.
near and dear to me. But Casper Meets Wendy I mean, to now, Hillary Duff has just
I
always
love Hillary
been.
Duff.
I
You
love
know,
Hillary Duff.
can you imagine? I always think about this sometimes, like like celebrities of like that sort of like Hillary Duff or oh, I can't even think of any right now that would be interesting. But like if she was your mother, like what a weird fun life that would be. Or like Kelly Clarkson, if Kelly Clarkson was your
Yeah.
mother, like unlimited
Alicia
funds, like that would never be
Silverstone
an issue. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I love her TikTok, and she brings our son on, and it's like
all the
so
time.
funny. I love it. I
Reese
love it.
Witherspoon.
Yes, Reese Witherspoon. That's another one. Like, can they be my mom? Are they
Well,
adopted?
like Hillary Duff, I love that she's one of those like Disney stars that just never like broke, you
Mhm.
know? She just always had her life together. And she's still got her life together. She's like popping out kids. She's like thriving. She's like still just doing the thing.
And her
And
husband. I love her husband.
oh my gosh,
He also has
yes.
a TikTok. Check out his TikTok. He sometimes makes fun of people, and I just love that.
Guys, he's pretty savage. But
He
they're
is.
so
It's like
cute
they
together.
are. I
Even though
love it.
she has like, which I mean, super sidetrack, but she has like at home births, which is super cute. But she had this like big, like blow up tub thing in her house
Hmm.
for her at home birth. But she like had her kids in the tub with her while she was giving birth, which I was like, I mean, Hillary, I love you and all, but like,
Huh.
I don't think you should like have your kids in the tub, like next to you. Sure, like cool, yes, absolutely. Have your kids like a part of that beautiful
Yeah.
experience. Like maybe not
Yeah.
like in the
I
water.
is a little bloody, maybe.
No, like I don't think your child should be like catching the placenta. Like, but
Here, honey.
um,
You need some
yeah, I
Jello.
mean, like I love Hillary. Like I don't want to be there. Like I'm not trying to get in that
Okay,
water.
that's
Like,
what I was going to ask
but
you. Would you
no,
get in Hillary Duff's placenta water?
that's absolutely disgusting. No, I'm like her and I can go to brunch. I mean, we can, like go to brunch, but I'm not trying none of that.
I do love
You
me some
know?
Hillary Duff. She's so amazing.
Yes.
Um, and like also kind of in that period, we're going to be talking about today the GBF, gay best friend, and how during a period of time, it was kind of like all the rage to have it a GBF. If you weren't gay, I guess if you were straight, to have that little the toy basically. We'll be talking about that, but it kind of like came about because a movie kind of really kind of like brought it into the full consciousness of, I guess, America to what this GBF is. And but we'll be talking about that in a little bit. But yeah, Hilary Duff is obviously a gay icon, lesbian icon, everything icon, I guess.
Well, especially with that commercial of her like "Don't Say Gay"
Don't
movement.
say gay. Oh my gosh. Did you see she just did a TikTok with Pentatonics, the lead singer from Pentatonics, where they like voiced over
redid the
yeah. Don't
like
say gay.
girl wearing a skirt
that's so
as a
gay.
top. Love her.
Oh, it's great.
Yes.
So when we come back, we're going to be talking about the GBF. Was it a good thing? Was it a bad thing? Was I a GBF? Were you? What? I don't know. We'll be talking about all that coming up next. Okay, and we are back. And today we again are talking about the GBF, the gay best friend. It was all the rage in the early 2000s. Every straight girl wanted to get her hand on a GBF. Not many were lucky, but the very few did get a few good gay friends. But so like going back in time, obviously people still have gay friends today, but it's not like the same kind of way of like, it was like lucky if you could have it. I just remember like even on TV, like there was very few gay characters, but sometimes they would pop up. And of course it's like the token character, but it would always be like that straight girl has to have the gay friend and they have to gossip together. What do you remember from that period of time of like growing up? Were you like, you were still in school? Like, what was it a big thing to have a GBF?
I mean, not necessarily in my area. I mean, I wish, but I feel like what I saw, or like the representation I saw, was that gays in general were this kind of like fashion forward, like all I can think of is, and not that I ever watched the show, but my mind immediately goes to like Ugly Betty, I guess.
Okay.
But just kind of that like trendy, sassy, like, you know, token gay that is just gonna like tell you that you look fabulous, or like, you know, they just wanted that like gay around. I was gonna be like, you look fierce, like, you know, and is just gonna be there to like
Uplift
gab
you,
and gossip and be like, oh my gosh, you look gorgeous.
give you
And
fashion
like,
advice, I guess.
yes, that has to be super trendy, super fashionable, that like you can get all that you want. And you know, it's just like one of the girls. That wasn't a thing where I was at, because I was the only like out gay kid in my area, and nobody wanted to be around me.
Well, and you were a little
also,
goth, right?
yes.
You were not the
I was not
fashion,
trendy.
trendy,
No.
nicely like preppy dressing and like have your little purse. No. You were all black.
I mean, I was very like emo, like MySpace, like, like, yeah, like,
the hair.
yeah,
could we even see your eyes? That would be the thing. Would we be able to even see your eyes?
Just like one.
Just one eye. So mysterious.
Yeah. So like, I wasn't really like being fought over.
You know, I guess that's one of those things too of why maybe it was such a big thing, and the straight girls always felt they were so lucky to get that gay best friend, is because there wasn't necessarily a lot of people out in many places and many locations.
Yeah.
And so those one or twos that were out that maybe were considered to be trendy or whatever, they obviously were latched upon by these straight girls and fought over by these girls. And this was all kind of like put into a movie called GBF, which I love. I feel like we watched it together one time, like
I think we did.
we were just texting back and forth while we watched it together. Now that's a good movie, and I feel like that's a good representation of the drama surrounding a gay best friend during that period of time.
Yeah, it's definitely a slightly dramatized but good summarization of you have the main character that isn't very like fashion forward, and he's just gay. But he kind of just blends in, which is a lot of the queer community.
Yeah.
A lot of gay guys, especially as like teenagers, they're not trying to stand out. They're not wanting to be this big flamboyant type of person. They're wanting to just
and I think
feel like everyone else.
That's kind of just a general statement. So like when people think of gay guys or whatever, it is this caricature of this over the top, maybe like high pitched voice, fashion, jewelry, like makeup done up. But that's not necessary. That's just like one segment of the gay population. There's all, just like straight people, and there's myriad versions of them, and same with gay people. But I think like in these cases, in like GBF or whatever, the dramatization, and in a lot of TV shows and movies these days, it still is that stereotypical of what gay is that flamboyant, when there are just regular people who are just low key, nothing draw attention.
And it was just interesting that, these girls were assuming that he was going to be this like, Project Runway kind of guy that was gonna like want to go shopping and hold their bags and, go get mani-pedis and spray tans. And, that's just not necessarily how everyone is. That's not what everyone wants to do. But still wanting to feel included and wanting to feel part of that. A lot of people, especially younger people, will change a lot of who they are or change what they like or change parts of their personality just because they want people to like them, because they want to fit in. Or especially when you first come out or you're first kind of experiencing the community, that you're like, oh, maybe this is who I'm supposed to be because people are expecting me to be a certain way, then maybe that's who I'm supposed to be. And so, yes, it was a very like campy movie, but I felt like it also had some kind of deep, like hidden messages as well of, self-discovery, hidden underneath all of like the cat, kitty, cat, kitty, cat,
this all has me thinking. It's a little sidetrack. Obviously we've talked about the GBF here, but when you're out, like in the gay neighborhood, gay club, a store that is gay oriented, and you have, what your thoughts on this are. You have like it usually ends up being like a group of straight women who come in a large group, really loud, a lot of times like for, a bridal,
gross
thing. What is your thoughts on this? Like, I feel like a lot of gay men feel like it's like invading a safe space.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts on this?
I mean, you saw my face. I hate it. I personally hate it. I feel like they're always wearing like wigs and like a sash, and they will always get like completely shit-faced. So I understand that cis straight women will like to go to queer spaces because they can feel safe, which I totally understand. I totally respect. They want to be able to go and have fun with their friends. They want to be able to dance and let loose and relax and not have to worry about other people, not have to worry about people around them trying to pick them up, not have to worry about people really hitting on them, not have to worry about the repulsiveness of straight men. Totally understand. Absolutely 100%. But I feel like you also need to be aware of your surroundings as well. You 100% are completely welcome in our space. I mean, queer people are super inviting of anyone, coming into our space, like gay, straight, whatever, I personally think it's wonderful when like straight people come to queer spaces. Like I love when straight guys go to queer clubs or queer bars. Personally, I think that's fantastic. Like 12 cheers for you,
Yeah.
Amazing.
I think it's just important then, I guess, that they remember that as they're going there, a lot of cis women as a safe space, it is the only usually safe space for queer people.
Yes. And to respect and understand that, this is someone else's space that you're coming into, and to just be aware of your surroundings and to not take away from other people's safety or freedom, and to not, disrespect the people around you, because I've seen a lot of women then, especially those groups, then get kind of like sloppy or feel like then they have this kind of free pass to say or do whatever they want because they're in this space. And they think it's just this kind of like fun, free zone, because they're just with a bunch of like queer people. And it's not just this, you don't have a free pass. It's just,
The other day, I was in a store, gay-oriented store, and so they have swimsuits and all kinds of clothing attire and your sexual needs. And we were in there, and there was two workers, and they were chatting with each other. And one was getting off work, I'm guessing, and so they were about to leave, but they were just chatting before he left. And all of a sudden, this group of, I don't know, like 10 cis women come in. Of course, they're being really loud, and they just come in. And the one guy who's off work, he just like looks at them coming through the door and he's like, oh no. And he's like, I'm out. And he leaves because he knows that it's either going to be a great experience or it's just going to be like, they've been out, they've been drinking, and this is going to be a sloppy mess. But yeah.
It's just a matter of respecting other people's space.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. Respect. Respect can help a lot of things, not only in this case, but just many, many issues. If you're just being respectful of spaces, respectful of other people, things can just end up a lot better. Well, anyway, we thank you, Bree, for joining us here for another episode. Y'all, she's going to be back. We're going to be talking about nostalgia and things. Again, we're talking about because we're old. What did you say the other day? You said we were senior citizens?
That's you. You are a senior citizen. I am young. I am fertile.
Y'all, she's about to have a birthday.
Stop it. I'm turning 21.
Oh, wow.
This week. 21. Yeah, I'm going to have my very first adult beverage.
Oh, my goodness. I guess I must have bought you a lot of alcoholic beverages when you were underage then. Ooh.
Those were mocktails.
Were they now, y'all? They were not. Y'all should have saw her. I had to hold her up.
That's not true.
But again, thank you, Bree, for joining us. And again, y'all, she'll be back because I know y'all love her. Y'all commented every time that she's on that she's beautiful, amazing, and y'all need more of her.
Oh my gosh, stop it. Tell me more.
Bye, everybody. So, hey guys, we want to remind everyone that you can keep in touch with us on all of our social media channels, whether that is Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. You can do all of that at the ComaCast.
And we definitely love to interact and hear from all of our listeners. All of this is not possible without you guys.